since the House passed the Electoral Act Amendment Bill, it is still attracting a lot of reactions from different quarters. The Speaker is unhappy about comments credited to one of his colleagues, Inkem Abonta, who has had to apologize.
You begin to call the institution which you are a part of names, unwittingly maligning even yourself. We need to draw a line.
So if I had made statements that did not go down well with police or the institution, it's not intended.
The audit of Arms Movement Register, monthly returns of arms and ammunition register at the Armory section put the total firearms lost as at December 2018 at 178,459.
Ammunitions of the Nigerian police.
This is brought up by the Deputy Minority Leader under matters of urgent national importance. He says the Parliament must be convinced the missing arms are not in the wrong hands, particularly with the gale of insecurity in the country.
The House is aware of the findings in the report that the Police High Command failed to keep record of unserviceable and expired firearms.
An ad hoc committee saddled with the responsibility of investigating the veracity of the audit report and recommend the necessary intervention by the Parliament. The Electoral Act Amendment Bill has now passed third reading. The NYSC got closer to having a dedicated trust fund to provide sustainable source of funds and skill acquisition for core members. This was after a bill sponsored by Ondo legislator Mayowa Akinfolarin scaled second reading.
A bill for NANAC to provide a sustainable source of funds for National Youth Service Corps, skill acquisition, training and empowerment of core members.
A bill seeking to repeal and enact a new law for the Securities and Exchange Commission, sponsored by the chairman Capital Market, Babangida Ibrahim, passed second reading. Outside the chambers, it provides further insight into the benefits of the proposed law.
We are repealing the acts because we discover that substantial part of the existing act require amendments, and also there is a need to introduce some new sections of the acts.
The House adjourned plenary to next Tuesday. Joke Edsa, TVC News.
Family members of Hanifa Abubakar are still in mourning. The 5-year-old pupil was kidnapped, killed and buried by her school teacher. They converged on Kano State Police Command headquarters to witness the parade of the suspect arrested in connection to the crime. Abubakar Usman, Hanifa's father, narrates audio in tears.
Everyone can become a victim, and as it is said, every soul shall taste death. I will never forget it in my entire life.
The prime suspect, Abdul Malik Tanko, and his accomplices are paraded by the police. He confesses to how he kidnapped and poisoned late Hanifa and later buried her.
I used to drink tea always, so I was drinking tea at that time. So I put the remaining tea inside an empty container of bobo yogurt, and then I poured in this rat killer poison inside, and which was given to the girl. That is, she not at home, not at my own house. When we went to the other school, when we were passing, I told her that I'm taking her back to her own house. So as we're going, I gave her on the road, she drank it.
This is Northwest Preparatory School right here at Kwanar Engana in Tudun Murtala quarters, where Hanifa was buried after being killed by her teacher.
Gentlemen of the press.
The Kano Police Commissioner, Samaila Duko, says the investigation is almost over and the suspects will soon be arraigned in court.
Case will be charged to court upon completion of investigation. And I want you to know that the Kano State Police Command will continue to strategize and continue to liaise with other security agencies to make sure suspects of whatever kind of crime are arrested and definitely charged to court.
The Kano State government has since ordered the immediate closure of Noble Kids Nursery and Primary School, where late Hanifa Abubakar attended. The story of the 5-year-old girl has spread across the state and residents are in shock. But many are optimistic that justice would prevail. Ibrahim Isa, TVC News, Kano.
How many years do that? We're not going to break her anyhow. He good liar. Why you not going to pay us? He must pay us now.
Cries and lamentations fill the air as the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development commenced the demolition of about 1,000 illegal structures. Some of the occupants were seen presenting land paper used in acquiring the land and properties. To defend the landed properties, some claim the land was sold to them by community leaders who are now nowhere to be found. The demolition is coming after an appeal court ruling which decided the occupants of the structures acquired the land through illegal means. The affected persons called on the state government to temper justice with mercy. This act gives clear warning to all Benue residents who have or are acquiring landed properties to ensure they go through the right process. Mayowa Okwato, TVC News, Makodi.